She's Tubbs.
And she's Dinah. And we're country girls getting down on reality TV. Now, I want to talk about American Chopper. And now it's American Chopper Senior versus Junior. Now, I want to know what the big rift is. Because when I first started watching it, when they'd split, they didn't talk about each other. And now, the last few times I've watched it, they're talking about their daddy, and their daddy's talking about them and trying to get together with them and meet and talk. And apparently they've not talked in a couple of years. So I didn't realize it had been that long since I had been watching American Chopper to watching the split show. But my thing is, what has caused the split? Now, do you know anything about that?
I think it was, I remember reading about it. I think it was about money.
Money?
Yeah.
Really?
Money, that's what it was. Everything's about money. You know?
Well, yeah, huh? But
we can Google it and find out for sure.
Some
but
of us aren't making that much money, though, are we?
That's exactly right.
Some are, some aren't. Okay, but my thing, I'm concerned about Mikey because Mikey don't seem happy the last few shows I've watched.
That's his boy, right?
Yeah, he's the baby, I think, but he's got the long curly hair. I love Mikey, and I'm concerned he's going to need some therapy from Dr. Phil. And Mikey's got his own studio now opened up. I noticed. So I watched several of them over the weekend. But we got so many reality shows now. You surf up and
that's
down.
All that's on the guide.
Yes, and so there's so many, and there for a while I didn't see American Choppers really. So they got their new shop, and it looks like a nice shop, Paul Jr. and all. And Vinny works with him, and then Rick works with Paul Sr. And then Rick and Vinny met because Rick was concerned as Mikey had texted Paul something about he lied and leave him alone, he don't want nothing else to do with him. So I want Mikey, if Mikey's out there listening, Mikey, come to Alabama. I think you need to get away from all of it and come to my house, and I think I could help Mikey. But Mikey, I just want to pat him on the back and tell him it's going to be okay. Right. Because something is not right. Mikey is not his bubbly self. He, not like, you can tell there's something not right there.
Wow. Well, now, Paul Sr., he comes across like a bad, mean man, But I think he's really nice. As a matter of fact, he custom built a chopper for my first cousin. She lives in Virginia Beach, Virginia, and she actually owns a store up there called Diva Customs, and it's clothing line and all accessories for women who ride bikes. And her husband, they ride choppers and everything, And anyway, through Diva Customs, she got in touch with him, and he built her a chopper.
Really?
Yes, and she said he was the nicest thing ever. So,
see, there's a lot, I think, that goes on for the sake of the show. And then, Paul Jr. was building a bike for the March of Dimes, and Mikey was really involved in raising money for the March of Dimes. And so the lady from the March of Dimes was interviewing me, and she said, there's one question we get asked a lot. They want to know if the rift between them, is it just for the show or is it real? And so that lady seemed to think that it was real, that there's something. They didn't come right out and say, they hinted about things, but their daddy has said something, done something, and they're wanting to get back with their daddy. But then something about the grandma. I think Grandma Helen died. And I don't know, but something about Grandma Helen dying and Mikey, and that's really bothered Mikey even more.
Right.
So, I don't know, but we are going to have to look into that a little bit more. But, I don't want nobody to upset Mikey, because Mikey could come on down here. I wonder how old Mikey is, because I wouldn't mind Mikey and Sybil hooking up. Even though, well, I love Mikey. I would hook up with him, but I'm old enough to be his mom, I guess.
You want to check the world about that before you go to hooking her up.
I love Mikey. I just love him. And I don't want to see him upset. But he's not his bubbly self, on the show, I don't think. So I think they're really is something going on there. I like Vinny too. I've always liked Vinny.
We need to Google. Find out. You can find out anything.
Who's your
on the
favorite
internet.
on the show?
Paul Senior. I like him.
Well, I mean, I like him too, and I did like him on Celebrity Apprentice, and this week he got voted off Celebrity Apprentice, and the thing was, his back went out, and he still done the job he was supposed to do, but because he didn't bring Arsenio, who the people that was over it, they had to do these puppets, they weren't crazy about some things that Arsenio did with his puppet, and Arsenio being stand-up comic and all that, and everything, they thought he should have done a little better job.
Right.
But he brought back Teresa and Aubrey. And
Aubrey's lucky.
oh yeah. And so he let Paul Senior go, and really, because Donald Trump told him, said, I should, really Arsenio should be here and he should be the one getting fired. Well, that's not the way you're playing the game. I mean, Paul didn't. So I don't like Donald doing that. And then even when Adam, that other Adam guy, when he said, I'm not bringing anybody back, so then Trump penalizes him and fires that Andretti man too. I don't like that.
Right.
Go with what, they're the players, go with what they're telling you,
Right.
and fire somebody based on that. So, because clearly if that's the case, Aubrey should have been long gone a while back. But I think for the sake of the show, they do it like that. And I would like to see them do it a little different.
Right.
So, but I do want to know what is up with the Tuttle family. Because I think, here's another Dr. Phil with the Tuttles. I'm telling you, Dr. Phil, if he could just play his cards right, all these reality people really need therapy.
Yes, they do.
They really need therapy. But anyway, I think we all need therapy. But I'm just concerned about Mikey's welfare. And, okay, do you ever see Mikey with a girlfriend on the show?
Never have.
See, I'm worried about that too. And maybe Mikey's feeling lonely. Maybe he's all alone. His dad, and hey, that's why I just think he needs to come on to Coleman, stay here a while. He could just rehabilitate here and get over it. I could help him, give him some therapy tips. I could teach him some crafts or something, get his mind off of everything. But he does have his studio now, so I was glad of that. And he's sponsoring a little boy and helping that he's losing weight, him and another man, to help this little boy. And I think the little boy has cancer. And I thought that was good. I mean, Mikey's always doing something good and got a good heart. But I would like to see Mikey with a good woman and start having children. I think Mikey would be a wonderful husband and father. Wow.
I agree with you, Tubby. If you say it,
Mikey,
I agree.
don't listen to her, Mikey. Listen to me. I do.
Come on to Coleman,
yes,
Mikey.
and we will find you a woman that is deserving of you. Don't you think? On that note, to Mikey.
To Mikey.
I love you. I don't care what anybody says, Mikey. Hey, you call me. We'll work those problems out. Even if I have to have a couple of good old country boys go talk to your daddy for you.
There you go.
Okay, we're rolling out of here.
We're out, Mikey.
Go with the theme.